Hi guys, I told you before that we are taking lesson 9.8 and spending a couple of days practicing it. So today's our second day of practice. Again, this isn't something that maybe feels very intuitive because it does involve a lot of word problems. It requires you to read a problem. It requires you to identify that key information. And it requires you to kind of go beyond just, oh, what's the formula? So we're going to keep practicing, but I want to review a little bit from last week first. So first of all, let's look at these bell ringers. Corey wants to buy new track shoes that cost $75. So far, she has saved $25. She usually earns $10 each week cutting lawns. How many weeks will it take her to earn the rest of the money needed to buy the shoes? So the important information is that the shoes cost $25, okay? And then we know that she has $25. This is the amount that she has so far. And then it says she usually earns $10 each week. And that word each is kind of a good key word for us. We like the word each or per because it tells us that that's where our variable is coming in. And so it says to write it in words and symbols. So let's start with the words. In words, it would look something like amount saved plus it would be the amount earned each week. And we don't have to be real specific here and say amount earned each week from cutting lawns. It can just be amount earned each week is the cost of shoes. All right, so we're going to start with our words here. We've got amount saved. How much does she have saved? Well, it says she has $25 saved. Whoops. Plus the amount earned each week. She earns $10 each week. It's not that she earns a flat $10 just one time. It's for every week she earns. And so that's how I know that the W or the variable goes there. Because if she works 1 week, she gets $10. If she works 2 weeks, she gets $20, etc. The number of weeks determines how much she makes. So that's how I know that the W goes with the 10. Whereas the 25 is just a one time. She's already got $25, so we don't put a variable with it. And that should equal 75. So there we did in words, we did in symbols. And now let's solve our equation. If we solve our equation, we're going to subtract 25. And we get 10W equals 50. Just switch my color here. And then divide both sides by 10. And we would get W equals 5. So we need to write a sentence, and we'd say, she needs to work 5 weeks. Or mow lawns. How about that? Mow lawns or cut lawns 5 weeks. And there we have it. I just have a couple of examples to go through today, and then I've got some more practice for you. So let's take a look. A skirt costs $15 more than a blouse. The skirt costs $48. What is the price of the blouse? Write an equation and solve it. So today, the good news is maybe for you, you do not have to go through all 5 parts of the problem like we did last week. All we're doing today is the write an equation part. So the question, though, that we still want to look at is, what is the price of the blouse? So blouse is going to be our unknown. Okay? So let's go with orange. And it tells us that a skirt costs $15 more than a blouse. So more than is going to kind of be our operator. And it's going to say that we're going to take the cost of the blouse and we're going to add $15 onto it. And that would give us the cost of the skirt. Well, they told us the skirt costs $48. So we can write it like this. This is the first part that you have to show today. You have to show the equation with the variable. And then we're going to subtract 15. And we'd get B equals 33. So there's the second part. There's your answer. And the third part that we have to show is our sentence. The blouse costs $33. And that's it. Let's do one more. Mary ate 7 of the muffins she baked, and she had 12 left over. How many, and here's our question, how many muffins did Mary bake? So let's call that M. So we know that Mary baked some muffins. She started with some muffins, but we don't know how many she baked. But then she ate 7 of them. And what is that going to do to the total number of muffins that she baked? It's going to decrease it. It's going to take away 7. So she made muffins, ate 7 of them, and then she still had 12 left over. So here's our equation. This is the first part. The second part is going to be to solve it. So we would add 7, and we get M equals 19. So we got our equation, our answer, and our final part is to write a sentence. So we would say, Mary baked 19 muffins. Guys, that's all I have for you in the way of a video, but you are going to have some practice problems to go through. I'm leaving very specific instructions, so make sure that you follow them. They are posted in Google Classroom, and make sure you follow all the steps that you need to show. Let me know if you have any questions.